All right. Happy moment to you. Still looking at the microphone to make sure it doesn't go off. So, this is number five. Class number 5. 12 steps. They talk about taking a daily personal inventory after you've worked a certain number of steps. They talk about daily personal inventories. If you're in therapy, a lot of times they'll say, let's do some journaling at night, reflect back on the day, look at what you were thinking or feeling throughout the day. The two-legged clients that I work with, I'll at random times throughout the week say, how go your moments? And I prompt them to say that my text coming in, I'm not looking for you to respond to the text. Great if you want to. But what I'm looking is to prompt you to think, how does go my moment? What am I feeling? Am I really, working at something? And also I want my two-legged clients to, let me know in real time. If you're having a panic attack, something's happening, let me know in real time so we can really work through that in the moment, right? Because what we want to do, there's, again, everything about 12-step programs are so beautiful and healthy and wise. If you ask someone in a 12-step program, was the day you drank or drugged the day you relapsed? If they're really working the program and understand it as it's designed, they will say no. The day that I drink or drug is the accumulation of days that I haven't been taking good care of myself. That things have been happening and I haven't stopped and gone to a meeting, that I haven't stopped and called my sponsor, that I haven't stopped and taken a bubble bath, that I haven't stopped and done something that I love. There's all sorts of different ways to sort of equal ourselves out. And what do we talk about in all of the different classes? Healing in real time now. We're trying to heal in real time. We've got enough furniture, right? If we listen to the last class on anger, there's enough furniture in our room already. And even though we can see it now, we're like, let's not add to this. Let's not make any more furniture. We're trying to get the furniture out. So the idea is to look at what we want to become aware of is sort of there's these stair steps that lead up and that lead down. I love my art therapy. I'm such a good drawer. So, any kind of relapse doesn't just mean drinking and drugging. I'm not a recovering alcoholic addict. I don't have that addiction. So, but I have relapses, right? I have relapses in my emotional spiral. I've relapsed, for years and years, not anymore, but for years and years after my initial therapy, I would have some relapses in self-harm. So, there's different ways to relapse and self-destructive behavior, unkind behavior to myself, getting in a bad relationship. So all kinds of different ways to relapse. So when I say relapse, I'm not just saying drinking or drugging. I'm saying anything that you're emotionally doing that's not good for you, or your behaviors that are in your day that are pulling you back down this stair step. So let's see if we can figure this out. So there's something known as, positive behaviors, and negative behaviors, for lack of a better language, I guess. So there's this beautiful curriculum called Seeking Safety. It's written in the early 2000s. Is that the right language? Early 2000s, by a professor, and it was specifically written for women who have trauma and addiction. And it's a magical Seeking Safety. Look that up if you can. She's got a lot of different worksheets and a lot of different things to do. And she talks about red flags, green flags. I love the way you look at that. So there are red flags. So everybody should look at their own personal red flags. So interestingly enough, for me, still to this day, a red flag is if I just am just speeding for no reason. Just, you know what I'm saying? So that could be kind of a baseline red flag, as I can write inside that little line there. Speeding. Okay. If I'm sort of in my morning, and I do a 30-minute meditation in the morning. If I'm I often pet the kitties during my meditation. My meditation is more about the discipline of sitting. I'm not transcendental in my meditation. I'm just offering my day to spirit, connecting to that flow, setting up that channel that I know exists. But, my meditation can go from hugging on the kitties to planning out the day and then stopping my mind. But if my meditation is really sort of chaotic, because it's usually pretty soothing. So if I'm having any kind of chaos in my mind, whether it be in meditation or just throughout the day. If this is a beautiful red flag of mine. If somebody that I love that loves me and I'm having kind of and I see their phone, this person loves me and they're calling me and I'm like, no. So avoiding people who love me. That is so sad, isn't it? Avoiding people who love me. So everybody has their own. It's real important you figure out what yours are. Maybe it's not calling your sponsor if you have a sponsor. You're not going to your therapist appointment if you have therapy. Sleeping late, not getting out of bed, not eating well, eating food that you don't like that's not good for you, that you know is not good for you. Getting back in that cycle of listening to the bully. We talked about the bully voice, right? That negative, you're not worthy, I'm not worthy, I can't do things, erase. So believing that, getting into false beliefs, allowing my false beliefs. Remember class number 1, I'll build on each other. There's all purpose to them, right? It's not 1 through 6 like just randomly. Thank you very much. I could have done it that way, but I really did it with some thought, and they build on each other. So now I know my false beliefs. Am I getting hooked into a false belief? Well, that's a red flag, and that is leading to relapse. But let's say I become conscious of these. Let's say I'm journaling. Let's say I have a random therapist that calls me, texts me in the middle of the week. Real therapist, don't do that. But anyway, or somebody, a friend, an accountability partner, someone who loves me, checking in. So what can I do? We all have green flags too, right? So my green flags include earthing. If you don't know what that is, please Google that now and do that every day. That'll just change everything. And science has proven it now, thank the heavens. Just go outside and put your feet in the dirt. Put your feet in the dirt for 10 minutes. Hug a tree is another one of mine. I love hugging a tree. I have several trees that I hug. I have trees at my 2-legged houses that I hug. Hug a tree several different times. So that's number 1 of mine. I say the 3rd step prayer over and over again in my head. Again, I went to Al-Anon, so I do have that 12-step journey, and I certainly have worked the 12 steps more than once. So I love the 3rd step prayer, and that's part of my morning meditation. At the very end, I always say the 3rd step prayer, just to give myself. So there's all sorts of things. So other people might have, go to a meeting, take a walk, a bubble bath. When I'm doing relapse prevention plans, I always tell people to come up with 10 things that you love doing. 5 of them have to be completely free. The other 5 have to be $5 or less. So at the end of the day, you have 10 things you can do for $25. But you want to make this list. It's not just, that's that's a fun thing. I see the meaning of that. I see the benefit of that. No. Write it down. If you must, in your phone or on a piece of paper, and put it on the refrigerator. This is really a good one to put on the refrigerator because your phone is not always turned on and you're not staring at it. This is a really good one. Put it on a piece of paper and put it on your refrigerator. You're this right here. Because then every day you can say, look, I was speeding this afternoon. I didn't even think about that. Man, wow. I'm glad I have my thing on the refrigerator. Now let's see what's something. We don't want to rock that. What's something I can do over here? I can earth. Let me take my little dinner and sit out there in my backyard with my feet on that grass and enjoy that. So as long as we are conscious of this over here, and we're doing one of these over here, this doesn't take flight, right? So I sped, so I did one of these. Okay. So I'm back on this. I avoided that phone call from my sweet sister or my sweet friend. Okay, I'm going to take a bubble bath. Okay, I did the bubble bath. Okay, I'm back down to here. Do you see we can go up and down these stairs, and maybe if we had a really bad day, we've got 2 or 3 things that happened in the day. Okay, I got to do 2 or 3 things. If it's a big thing over here, or it's been going on outside of my consciousness, maybe I do 4 or 5 things. But I've really got to keep this balance so that I don't even get up here, right? I don't get to that sort of danger. 2 steps left. Red flag. And if you're really working this journey, I can promise you there'll be kind of little lightning bolts coming down. Lightning, lightning. What's going on? What's going on? I feel the lightning. I feel the heat. What's happening? Okay, I'm going to look. Something's happening. Let me stop. What's happening? Let me bring my conscious thing back in. Okay, I don't want those lightning bolts. They're shocking. They're like shocked. I don't want that. I want to be at peace. I want to be at peace. Still green. So, consciously, work your day. Stay conscious in your day. Don't allow the red flags to take over and you get to a point where you do something self-destructive or self-harm. You want to stay at peace. Pretty cool. Pretty simple. Yeah. People say in AA programs or 12-step programs, it's so simple. It's hard. It's so simple, but it's hard. But it's hard. I don't use the word H ever. Try not to use that word. But it's this idea we get a sense of like, oh gosh, this looks really simple. And it is. Daily practice, the discipline of it, that takes consciousness. That takes persistence. That takes a community, like we talked about with the anger. We need a village with us. It's persistence. It's persistence. All right. I don't think I left anything off. Short, sweet, meaningful. Do it. Actually do it. I'm not kidding about putting it on your refrigerator or the back of your door that you leave out, so that you see it every day, because you want to keep this in the forefront of your mind as you're starting the journey. Consciousness. I feel that lightning bolt. I can see it. I can get a speck of it now pretty easily. 64. I should, right? In theory, if it's going to work. It's pretty far off in the distance. Oh, that's a lightning bolt coming. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do these things. And I do them. It's not like you graduate. It's not like suddenly, okay, I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm done. I can just la-di-da. No. This is the journey, and it's beautiful. And I love earthing. I love hugging a tree. It brings me such joy. So it's like, oh, I kind of, let me do it. And I can do this and put money in the bank, of the emotional bank. Oh, that's a nice little metaphor. I like that. I had a Al-Anon sponsor tell me one time, we put money in the bank, and say you put $50 in the bank every month, and then you do that for 30 years, and somebody comes along and says, I need to borrow $5,000. To me, I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Let me introduce you to somebody else. I don't have that. There's no way. My bank does not have that, because I haven't put $50 a month in my bank. But someone that has, you need $5,000? No problem. Just get this back to me when you can. Boom. You're like, wow, how did that happen? That's cool. Are they special or something? No. They put $50 a month, every month, into that for 30 years. And now look, they've got such excess. Easy. So if you put things into your daily practice, meditation, doing positive things, earthing, prayer, journaling, gratitude list. Oh my gosh, gratitude list. We should talk about that for a minute. But if you start pulling those things into your day, even when you don't have any red flags, pull those things into your day. Start doing them. Then you're filling, we're almost done and I'm not talking, filling up that emotional bank, so that when something happens, I lose a job, someone I love dies, my beloved cheats, these things that happen that just knock people off and put them in the bed and get, okay, now that's, on the human level, I'm rocking, I'm sort of unsettled, but I know what to do. I have a conscious understanding of what I need to do to get myself back, and I'm not going to be thrown off. And people are like, well, how are you handling that? So are you, no, baby girl, I've been working for years, putting stuff into my emotional bank. I'm okay. I know the core of me. I know the truth of me. Nothing touches that now. This other is, up here. I'm going to handle it. I'm going to take care of it. But I'm not going to be rocked and destroy myself because I have that emotional bank that's filled up. Gratitude journal. It's a beautiful tool. It's something everybody can do. You look for 3 things every day. Now you're looking for things that happened to you. You're not writing, grateful I can I can see, I'm grateful I can walk, I'm grateful I can talk. If you can talk like me. So that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for 3 things that happened that day. Like this morning, I already have 3. It's not even noon yet. But, some guy stopped and held the door at the 7-Eleven. I walked slow. I was getting out of my car. He saw I was coming from across the way. He just stood there. I am so grateful that sweet young guy held that door. What a beautiful thing. I'm so grateful for that. Then you write the whole sentence again. I am grateful for something else that happened. I am grateful for. So you write the sentence all the way out 3 times. And science is backing all this up about, remember, that first reprogramming of our mind, literally doing reprogramming of our brain. And gratitude journals, there's a huge tool for that. And again, 12-step programs have an attitude of gratitude. I mean, the wisdom just goes on and on. So that gratitude journal, put that in there. Do that every day. That's on this side. Do that every day. That fills up that emotional bank every day, every night. 3 things. Love it. I love you. I love you. 1 more to go.